What do you think of when you see this logo? I think of innovation. Roblox is a game that I like to play pretty much every day, to be honest. So I decided to replay all the Roblox games I used to play, and not only see how I appealed to them before, but how they hold up now. Here's a list of every Roblox game I'd be playing. With that said, let's get into the video. Ooh boy, this is gonna be a long one.
From Shovelware Studios Hollywood, it's your new favorite show. Welcome to Shovelware's Brain Game. Introducing the man with a plan, the dancing banana.
Starting off strong, we have Shovelware's Brain Game, created by Shovelware Studios. It's basically like a quote-unquote live taping of where you play in a game show and win awful prizes. This game is pretty normal. You just gotta answer, be smarter than the others. If it's nonsense, non sequiturs, search it up. You know, the normal stuff. You really want to aim for the prizes, the math zone, the puzzles. In fact, the last time I consistently played it, the game is still up to date from that point, proving that either A, they don't update, or B, they don't update. Simple as that. I have all 72 of the prizes. Pretty proud of myself for that. And this is a game I have in the books as one of my personal favorites. Speaking of games that barely update, next we have Fleet of Facility. Fleet of Facility is also one of my personal favorites because I used to play it all the time. But now, usually when I play it, it's just a party game to play with my cousins and friends. Doesn't take away from the fact that this is a really good made game. It has modal compatibility, PC compatibility. I made a short video of it on console. It's really accessible. Basically, the goal is that there's one dude, he lost at Smash Bros. So now he got a hammer and wants to murder you and wants to freeze you to death too. And you gotta make sure you run away and then make fun of him for losing at Smash Bros. Simple as that. This game has a pretty simple concept. The reason I don't really play it that much anymore is because they don't really make new maps, and when they do, they're too confusing. They don't update all that often, to be dead honest with you. So I stopped playing it a while ago. Also, this is not my avatar. I just made it blue to represent a guy from Block Tales. Or a girl. I know it's a girl, but I said guy by accident. Holy fuck. Anyway. Okay. Fleet of Facility. One of my personal favorites. I don't really have a lot to say about this game. So let's just talk about things I dislike about it. First up, people leaving. When people leave, it just kind of makes it unfair since you already have that set amount of computers. Second of all, the beasts can leave anytime they want. If they get beast and they don't have beast, they're going to leave. Therefore, your round's going to have to start over, and you don't know if that beast is going to want to play or not. But I don't really have a lot of bad things to say about this game. If you want a great party game to play with your friends, play Fleet of Facility. If you don't. Remember when this game blew up? I do too. Tower of Hell is a game created by, I don't even know the creator's name. It's seems pretty corporate with with everything else you can do, either being under a paywall or Robux, stuff like that. Basically, the goal of the game is there's random generated towers of hell, and you need to get to the top of the tower of hell. It's pretty simple, pretty easy to understand. I suck at hobbies. So anyway, it's simple. I don't know if they update or not, but even if they do, it's going to be hard to notice. I mean, the only thing they really changed is the lobby ever since I last played. But the gimmick is still the same. Simple as that. Because this game is basically just Tower of Hell, simple as that. It wasn't as interesting as Item Asylum, as replayable as Battle Bricks, or as story-driven as Block Tales, so I didn't really play it. No, really to do. Simple as that. Ooh. Now. Yeah, I really wanted to rank this game high, even though I'm not ranking them, but Tower of Hell is just basic. It's just an hobby. I mean, yeah. There's a better type of this game that's coming later. I keep forgetting the name of it for some reason. Tower of Hell. I guess you're alright, but come on. Yeah. I don't know if this really counts, but I like the game, and I used to play the game, so we're going to talk about it. Flappy Bird. He's a bird that flaps. This is a game made by a fan, because he really liked Flappy Bird. And I really like Flappy Bird. It's basically Flappy Bird, but widescreen, and you can see the other characters, you can change your skin, stuff like that. No real changes. It's just simple old Flappy Bird. Oh yeah, and no Mario copyright. Darn you, Nintendo. Anyway, Flappy Bird is a game. This is a shorter segment in the video because I don't really got anything to say about Flappy Bird other than the fact that it's Flappy Bird and I like to play Flappy Bird. So I'm just gonna leave on this note. Here's a more popular game of the bunch from the 2020s, Roblox Piggy. This is also yet another game I used to play all the time. I even have my own build mode maps, so I'm planning on replaying those. But back on topic, Piggy was a game I used to play all the time. The reason I don't play it no more is because it's kind of boring solo player. So I would play with my friends, and my friends always had the worst possible maps of all time, unrelated to the game. Basically, get items, use those items to get more items, and then use your final items to break the ending door and escape the monster. It's a combination of granny, but kind of easier to understand, and Peppa Pig, which is way better than the actual show. So, how I feel about this game, it's actually extremely well done. Some of the animations are really good. The transactions are important, so whatever you buy with Robux isn't going to affect gameplay, which is really good. It's also a simple game. They don't really utilize some of it much. Build mode is kind of I heard the game ended. I don't know if that's true or not, though. But in regard to how it actually is well made, Piggy is actually one of the greater games of Roblox. True, it's kind of regarded as since it got popular, but all the games on Roblox get My favorite game on Roblox out of Asylum gets Battle Bricks. It doesn't really get it's not really popular. Most people enjoy it. Same with Block Tales. Most people enjoy Block Tales, but like stuff like Me, absolute garbage. Meepcity, absolute garbage. Bloxburg, not garbage, but So the popular you get, the more hate you're going to get. And honestly, Piggy doesn't really deserve all that hate. I mean, other than the repetitive music and kind of gameplay, Piggy is actually a well-made game, and if you haven't played it yet, try it out. I think you'll like it. Here's a little side note. For clips of games I do not have, I am just going to put Mortal Kombat gameplay. Due to it being one of my favorite fighting games, well, it is my favorite fighting game other than Smash Bros, and because it's satisfying. Now, the first game that was unlucky enough to not have any clips is Deathrun. Okay, think of obbies, think of troll obbies. Now think of you controlling the troll. You'll get Deathrun. Deathrun is yet another Roblox obby where you vote for a map of 5-star ranked difficulties and either complete an obby to kill a villain or be that villain killing everyone. Now, for some weird reason, I always forget this game's name, which gets annoying, as today I actually consistently play it after years thanks to my cousin. I know this is going to be kind of a shorter one, but this is a great game, so if you want an obby to play, you should actually play it. Not even kidding. By the way, if you've been in the server for a long time, always pick the 5-star difficulties because I just get unlucky and it keeps giving me Pirate Cove. I really hate being it on Pirate Cove. Next up is Adopt Me Before Adopt Me. It's Meepcity. Meepcity is yet another game created by someone that's not the best person. And it used to be one of the most popular games on Roblox for whatever reason. At least it's more interesting than the standard RP for Kevin. And also, it is actually pretty normal in concept. Like, you take care of like a pet, and the pet is coincidentally a meat. Call those things, and pretty simple. Kid friendly, so you don't need to worry about your kids playing it if you're an adult. Simple concept, boring gameplay like every other RP. You can tell I'm not the biggest fan of those type of games, but I just still do not like RPs. They're just boring. Like, what's the point of playing an RP if you can play an actual Roblox game that you could do what you're role playing in? Like, the reason why I don't hate Bloxburg as much is because since Bloxburg you can actually do stuff like cook food rather than pretending to cook food, or work at a job rather than pretending to do a job. That's why Bloxburg was kind of fun. And Meepcity doesn't really have that. I mean, you can cook food, I guess, but it's boring. Simple and boring. Also, Meepcity had its own Mario Kart at one point for some reason. So that was kind of weird. And I have no idea why they had this. Because, well, it is in fact not a Mario game. But, being honest, Meepcity isn't really that bad. I mean, it was a reason it was the most popular at one point. So you can just leave it alone. If you're like me and you don't like RPs, then play something else. But yeah, Meepcity is kind of made by a bad person, so yeah. If you like the game, keep playing the game. If you don't like the game, don't play the game. Simple as that. And to finish this round off with recorded games that I didn't record at the moment. We are now doing Flood Escape. There are more games I didn't record, so I'll just do those later. But Flood Escape is pretty simple premise. There are 3 little like levers. You gotta go down one, and when you go down, you can like play through that difficulty, and you have to like complete challenges before the flood rises. And if the flood and if you fall in the water, you're dead. You're done. Like no coming back from that. So, pretty simple premise. Simple as that. I always go on medium difficulty because it's like more balanced. Not too boring, but not too easy. So yeah, that's just plain flow. Like, it's kind of an obby, but not really, because like you got a platform. It's kind of a strategy game too. And I'm gonna be honest, I've never really played Flood Escape 2. Like, I know it's better. When I replayed it to like see Flood Escape, I realized I never played Flood Escape 2. Why is that? I do not know. But all I know is that it wasn't really on my resume to play, for whatever reason. Flood Escape 1 is great. You can buy items and stuff. Flood Escape 2 is better, but I never really got interested into it. So yeah, if you want to play Flood Escape, play Flood Escape. If you don't, you do not have to. But yeah, out of all those 3 games I just listed, I have to say without a doubt Flood Escape was my favorite. Deathrun, I got the Ferguson, and Meepcity is also one of my personal favorites because it has the honor of being one of the few games I actually spent Roblox on. At least I think, I don't remember. But yeah, I really do not spend Roblox on a lot of games unless it's stuff like Item Asylum, where I bought all 4 game passes. So if you want to check out Meepcity or any of those games, especially Flood Escape, you can go to Roblox and search up their names because they're pretty popular. But now back to video games I have actually recorded. Goodbye, good day, and on to a game. So, Mario Party. Mario Party is a great game, and basically roll 1 through 10 and go around. Now think of that, but copy it in Roblox. Oh yeah, and if you hear any background noise in this video, by the way, this is just from my sister. But anyways, Super Roblox Party is basically everything Mario Party has inside of a Roblox game. Another game that I will talk about later is that better. But yeah, my cousin at the moment is taking care of my little sister, so I can focus on this editing video. So basically, it's just Mario Party. Kind of worse because the Roblox graphics, but it is still Mario Party nevertheless. So it has the mini games, and a lot of them are inspired by Mario Party, to say the least. There's nothing really to say about this game. It's basically just the most basic Mario Party clone of all time. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the stars are cheaper too. They're like 10 coins here. One of the Mario Parties did that. Way too cheap in my opinion, but hey, at least you're not all in the car. Random thing, but this stupid thing that's supposed to be my brother came out of nowhere calling me ugly just because I wanted to have a quiet setting to film. He never stays in his damn room, and I want to punch him in the face. But anyway, adopt me. I really do not like this game, but for some reason I had the most atrocious outfits, as you can see. Like one of them in mine with the scar, oh my god. And I was like, cool, which is just me naked, what the and then Porta Boy, which I made during the games event. I have no idea why. But anyway, Adopt Me is another game where it's just boring as all hell. The only thing you do is walk around in a boring setting, doing boring things and doing boring stuff. As you can see, this is just footage of me replaying the game. And I actually played this bullshit before, other than the events. Why? I have no idea what my 8-year-old mind was doing, but it was clearly demonized. It's bad. I'll get into more detail. I'm just going to list everything bad with this game. It teaches children gambling, teaches children to buy our products. Was sold in a fucking McDonald's. Another boring RP, but this time you have babies. No one actually uses baby, by the way. RNG for pets. Outfit saving sucks. Barely get any money. This keeps getting used in events, so I keep having to play it. Shit gonna make me go super saiyan. But anyway, adopt me. This is actually a really bad game, and I do not recommend. If I have to give it props for one thing, I guess the pet animations are decent enough. And yeah. And speaking of bad things, they're playing an awful troll show downstairs, which is making my ears bleed even further. So yeah, Adopt Me is the worst Roblox game I ever played. It's not the worst Roblox game, I'm overreacting, but it's garbage. It's just garbage. Do not play this under any circumstance, and even if you are an RP lover, just play something like Bloxburg. It's free now, just play that. I get to leave this game. Holy shit. Okay, Suika Game. Suika Game is a game that is not original to Roblox, in fact. I actually played this on a Nintendo Switch version, and to say it was kind of fun, but there's no point in really buying it when the Roblox version is kind of better, in my opinion. Why did I say pro? The concept is simple. Match fruits, get bigger fruits, get big score. It's one of the only score-based games that are still around today, due to stuff like old Mortal Kombat or Mario Brothers being out of the arcades. So yeah, it's pretty simple, kind of like your typical Candy Crush game. And with those Candy Crush aspects, you get 16 trillion microtransactions. Why do microtransactions need to be here? I have no idea, because it's just Suika Game, but different. So if real Suika Game figured out this existed, this would probably be gone by now. But what can you do, huh? At least it's better than some things. Skibidi Toilet has a fucking action figure. So yeah, the world's already going to die. This is not going to start it. I don't really know what to say about this one, because it's just a simple match-up. Not even original to stuff like Roblox. It's basic, simple, and there is better on the platform. However, from when I last played it, it's not really different or anything from when I consistently played it. So, yeah. I'm planning on adding more content to this video as I go in, like adding stuff, because I accidentally added Mario Party, so I could add more stuff. Yeah, I'll add more stuff. But yeah, this is Watermelon Go. Ooh, another show that I love in the form of a Roblox game. It's Total Drama Island, but it's Total Drama Roblox actually. Anyway, this game's premise is basically you're at a camp, you play little mini games, which are usually obbies in the middle, and you have to win those mini games with your team. Then eventually your team just evaporates, so you gotta be the team by yourself, which is called the merge. Then you gotta play by yourself, and then once you get to the final two, it's the last challenge, which is an obby, or you can get voted for, which I'm not really lucky in. This game is also one of my favorites, and it's actually the most recent that I stopped playing. So I was playing this a lot before I stopped playing, and this was still going to be one of my consistent games before I made this video, but then I just stopped playing it till I added it in. as it stands, Total Drama is another game that I really like to play, but I stopped. And it also has the honor of being yet another game I actually spent Robux on. So props to that. As you can see, if you're an active Total Drama player, you can realize I have one of the DLC, as I like to call it, characters for the Revenge of the Island season. And I just died on screen, but still. But yeah, Total Drama is pretty simple premise. Watch the show to know how to play. And yeah, everyone's name is copyrighted, so no one name is the same. Goodbye. Oh my god, I remember this one so bad. Think of Pac-Man now making 3D. And you can actually play as the ghost too. I used to love this game, man. It would just be it's just so nostalgic. That's why I'm talking like this. It was a really fun game where you could do fun things and have a fun time. Like Pac-Man, but a bit more unique. What was that? As you can see, I wear black with my headphones, and I just have a cool time. This was actually used on my first Roblox account from 2014, which really, I love to play. I wonder why I'm getting tired. But anyway, basic Pac-Man premise, but 3D. I just used to love it because I always played it. I'm so nostalgic for this game. And even though I'm not the oldest person out there, I do love this game. And if anybody complains about it, let me know down below what was bad about it, because I really do not see anything bad. Just a unique revamp of a classic game. Simple, easy, awesome. I thought I had to say more than this, but yeah, just a good revamp of a classic game that I used to love. Okay, it's a hide and seek game, so pretty simple. They take that simple concept and make it great here. That's why I love me some Blox Hunt. Blox Hunt is yet another game I used to play, but I don't have the best memory of for whatever reason. I used to play it a lot back on my 2014 account, and honestly enough, there was nothing really wrong with this game. It was a simple premise, simple action, simple style. I mean, it was just plain fun. Basically, reds have to try to kill the blues, but the blues' advantage is that they can hide by turning into a projectile into any of the stage areas. But if they are killed, they turn into a red, I'm pretty sure, and then they wreak havoc. Pretty simple premise, basically just advanced hide and seek tag. I would always love being a hider because I would always find the best spots, and then you could just, like, if they had bad aiming, you could just run away. If you're playing against a PC player, you're screwed, and I'm not gonna hold you. But it's simple concepts, simple action, and simple gameplay. There's nothing that can really go wrong with this game. I'm not going to hold you. This is actually a really well-made game, so you could see the progress that it had. But enough jibber-jabbing. Let's go on to the next game. I said let's go on to the next game. Why is it not letting me stop the recording, huh? Help! It's not letting me stop the recording. I can't stop the record. Oh, here you go. And I didn't get any clips for any of these games either, so back to Mortal Kombat gameplay. First up, Murder Mystery 2. Murder Mystery 2 is a game that I'm pretty sure everybody knows. It has its own Nerf gun, multiple types of merch, and technically it's not even the second game. They just named it Murder Mystery 2 after an update. The premise is pretty simple. If you're an innocent, survive. If you're a sheriff, shoot the murderer. And if you're the murderer, kill everybody in the server. Which I want to do to someone right now. But on the topic, Murder Mystery 2 is just simple. I mean, microtransactions galore are in this game too, because if any get popular, of course you're going to have microtransactions. Now, who wants a slightly darker knife that doesn't help you in the game at all? That's my main flaw with this game. Microtransactions are everywhere. Pay for this, pay for that, pay for this, pay to live. Everything you gotta pay for. I have no idea why. It gets annoying and it's not even fun. So yeah, don't pay for anything. It's all useless. Overall, Murder Mystery 2, gameplay wise, it's fine enough. Next up, we got Bloxburg. Bloxburg is one of my dreaded RP video games that I do not like because, well, boring. However, with Bloxburg, there's one thing that makes it stand out. You can actually do you can cook, you can walk, you can like sit down, watch TV, you can like have a job. You can actually do stuff instead of just being bored. Oh, sorry for the background noise. But anyway, it's pretty simple. Bloxburg is just a pretty simple game where you can have a job, just chill out, everything. And once again, by default, whether it's because I bought a pass or because I bought it when it cost 25 Robux, it has the honor of being something I spent Robux on. So congratulations to Bloxburg being Bloxburg. God. It is still an RP though, so I'm not really interested in it because RPs can burn. I'm not really a fan, if you couldn't tell from what I said in this entire video. And just like as how much I hate my brother, I hate roleplay games because they are boring. Simple as that. Because roleplay games are just annoying and there's no point in playing them if you can just play a Roblox game where you can actually do what you're role-playing. That would be kind of interesting. But yeah, Bloxburg is just another RP, but you can actually do stuff. Finally, we have Don't Press the Button. Don't Press the Button is a game where you press the button, believe it or not. So you have to press the button to play the game Don't Press the Button. Already kind of weird, but all that is live. Don't press. It's fun. It's kind of like Epic Minigames, but like more cheap minigames. You can get items and stuff. Pretty simple premise. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with it. Like nothing wrong with it and stuff. It's just simple. It has a lot of sequels. I play Don't Press the Button Classic and Don't Press the Button 4. Because like those are the ones I play the most. I have no idea why. And since it's like kind of repetitive, it's kind of like Dumb Ways to Die. Like as that own game. Where due to it being, well, it's the same mini games are like in different rounds, it's kind of like Dumb Ways to Die. Simple as that. So yeah, Murder Mystery 2 is good, Bloxburg is meh, and Don't Press the Button is also kind of meh. But now back to stuff I actually had the audacity to record. Minecraft is a game that is not Roblox. However, they're working on making it to be, in fact, Roblox. And something far off that isn't really Minecraft, but it's just a mod on Minecraft or like a server, is Bedwars, which found its way onto Roblox somehow. Bedwars, simple premise, just protect your bed from people that are trying to make war. And you have to destroy all the other beds too. And Bedwars has everyone's favorite thing, microtransactions. Hooray! Which gets annoying. But yeah, Bedwars is just play the Minecraft version. If you can't afford Minecraft, then play this. But if you can afford Minecraft, I have 3 separate versions of it actually, then just play the Minecraft version. It's simpler, it's easier, it's awesome. I was gonna say awesomer, but I realized that wasn't a word. In fact, I used to play this game a lot, but I don't really like it now. It's just, no. Like, you can do what you can do in Minecraft, but, like, it's toned down. And I don't like it. It's boring. I can't say I hate it because I would play it a lot, but I do not like it. I don't see the appeal anymore. What's the point of playing this if you can just play the Minecraft version, which is superior in every way? In fact, this even though this isn't an RP game, and I'm not ranking these still, I give this one like a low rank. I do not want to play this one again. It's just, it used to be good, and now it is, no. Microtransactions galore. But yeah, it's simple. Play the fucking Minecraft version, for crying out loud. And what's the point of and when everything feels static? Okay, let's say that a tornado was just walking toward you at supersonic speed, somehow coming to kill you. Or a hurricane decided to drop by at your house because a McDonald's was nearby and he wanted to sit at your house until then. Or if our volcano just threw up all over you and all of your family. Let's just say you survived all of those events. That would be a natural disaster survival. Now, a lot of people played this game before, so it's not really hard to see this one coming as one of the games I used to play. And while not all of the games are here, I used to play this one not that much, to be dangerously honest with you. Like, I didn't really play this game a lot growing up, if at all, due to it being, there was just more games I wanted to play at the time. I'm pretty sure I was into something like Tower of Hell and Piggy back then. So natural disaster survival just got swept by. I don't really have a lot to say about this game since it's not really a big one for me. But it's natural. They have disasters. And your main goal is survival. So it's pretty simple. Give this game a play if you haven't. It's one of the classics with a legacy. Oh, time to play my legacy explosion tag game with a twist. Bomb tag, and they turned it into blade ball. They turned it into blade ball, bro. They turned my classic bomb tag into blade ball. They ruined it. It's blade ball now. If I wanted to play blade ball, I'd play blade ball. I know it's not blade ball and it still plays differently, but it's structured like blade ball now. What's the point of life if it's gonna be like blade ball? Yeah, some games actually did evolve in amount from when I last played them, and this is one of them. Seriously, why'd they turn it into blade ball? What the fuck? I wanted to be not blade ball, but they turned it into blade ball. Why did they turn it? Why did they turn it into blade ball? Blade ball, blade ball. Why did they turn it to blade ball, blade ball? Why the fuck is it blade ball, blade ball? Blade ball, blade ball. They turned it into fucking blade ball. Next up is a worse version of a game I'm covering later, Ripull Minigames, and this game updated a lot. The UI is different, kind of worse. That's really UI that much anyway. I don't really like the game anymore. Like, it's boring. It's just the same mini game over and over again. Where's the charm that the old one had? This is once again another one that somehow got worse. And it's sad. I don't like seeing games get worse than they were before. But this is just one of those games. Sorry, Ripull, but I cannot like you. Now, before we get into the last two things I have to cover, it's time for more games that I couldn't get clips of. This time I did have clips, but I couldn't get them processed. So that means more mortal content. Oh my god, I just made a reference to that one guy. Okay, Speedrun 4 is first. It's a pretty fun game. Like, think of obbies. Now think of you going fast. That's Speedrun 4. Pretty simple premise. It's worse now, but it's not that bad. You should give Speedrun a 4 try if you want to do speedrun. Asylum Rejects is basically Item Asylum with different moves that were rejected from the game, apparently. And it's simple. FNAF Co-op is basically Five Nights at Freddy's, but playing with other friends. Honestly, I played FNAF Co-op the same time I played Asylum Rejects. So I have a memory for both of these games, but FNAF Co-op is another fun game I used to play. I remember yelling, screaming because I have voice chat. Man, my voice is just cracking up, but these two were fun, especially Asylum Rejects. Breaking Point is pretty simple. Basically, it has a lot of different mini games that relate to weaponry, and you have to make sure that you win those games. It's pretty simple concept. You don't really need to be a genius to figure out what to do. Epic Mini Games, another shout. This was one of my favorite games to play, like, of all time. Not even kidding. Like, it's a great game if anybody didn't know. And if you don't think it's a great game, then that doesn't really matter. Horrific Housing is, as the title says, it's housing, but it's horrific. Basically, you have a house at a spawn and random things, like the same style of random as Item Asylum, like random things happen. Simple premise that you can't really fail at. It's easy to die, so you gotta concentrate. It's kind of RNG based though, so it's not a guaranteed win. In a little obby in the lobby right while you wait. It's an overall fun time. I recommend Horrific Housing, actually. But this is once again a game with a name I would forget. Regretivator is another one I used to play consistently, but stopped for some reason. It just kind of fell off. Once again, same-esque humor as Item Asylum, but it's in fact not Item Asylum, but rather something unique that they do themselves. It's also a game that Roblox tends to enjoy, like promoting and stuff. This is a really popular game I already aware of. But yeah, if you just want an overall fun time to have a party game, play Regretivator. And if you want to smack those people to play your party game, play Slap Battles. Slap Battles is basically your run-of-the-mill fighting game where you can fight with different gloves with different powers to fight different people. Once again, the Item Asylum humor returns, where basically it feels a lot like Item Asylum, but if it was a different type of game. Ooh, really wanted to play a lot. I just stopped playing because I would focus on other games I like way more, which is pretty simple. Brookhaven. I do not like Brookhaven. I hate Brookhaven, in fact. But since Brookhaven is popular by default, it was actually one of the games that had the honor of me wasting my Robux on, which I still regret to this day. If only I could have saved those Robux for clothes or something. I didn't want them for that. But yeah, Brookhaven's boring. It's been RPs. You already know I don't like those. Remember when I mentioned Murder Mystery earlier? Well, this is basically kind of has that. It's Cat. It's a fighting game where you fight with Murder Mystery-esque weapons to kill your Murder Mystery-esque foes. Simple as that. No real catches or anything. All you really need to do is fight. You don't really die or anything. It's simple as that. And if you want to pick a side, I recommend playing Would You Rather, like the one that's straight up called Would You Rather. This has the honor of actually being the first Roblox game I played on my current saved account. The first one I played of all time was either an Obby or Tycoon, I can't remember. Would You Rather is still a fun experience. Pick a side. No real harm doing. You can just like see what other sides were picked. Simple as that. And with that, we only have to talk about Hide and Seek Extreme. I feel like this is just one of those classic Roblox games where I don't know if it's actually as old as the other classic Roblox games, but it just feels classic to me. It's simple premise. You hide from the tagger, and the tagger's gonna steal all your Kool-Aid, and obviously you don't want that. So yeah, I like all of these games. It was good to revisit them again. But now, time to visit the last two games I replayed for this ranking. Nearly finished with this entire ranking. Next up is Freeze Tag. Freeze Tag is yet another game that I play for some reason. I mean, sure, bad. Playing is kind of but when I do play it, I make sure to put my heart and soul into playing the real life equivalent. While the Roblox game is kind of it hasn't really changed since I last played it, even though it's been years. So I don't really think it updates all that often, except for bug fixes. So y'all can check when this last updated. But yeah, it works the same as Freeze Tag, except now there's teams. And because when I played it, the freezer was by himself. But now it's teams. Oh no. So you have to tag people like usual, and you have assistance, no camping or you die. Simple as that. I remember used to playing this all the time, for a little bit at least, but then like that was in the era when I would play Meepcity, back when I didn't hate RPs. But overall, yeah, Freeze Tag is just a stupid fun time. And if you want to play it, go right ahead. But now it's time for the last game on this ranking. I know this is basically just Item Asylum with no ragdoll. But I just love Random Rumble. I played it a bit before I found Item Asylum. And honestly, it's great. Rather than 3 weapons, you get 5 items. Where it's a melee, a range, a mobility, a thing you can only use a certain amount of times, and a taunt. But yeah, this game is extremely fun, accessible for players like mobile players, having the extra item space appear on their screen with something that usually does not happen. I have no idea why. But it's just dumb fun. I mean, just think about an asylum, but you can't get like ragdolled. And I don't think that you get knocked back as easy either. But with still all the meme stuff, more references to Smash Bros for some reason. It's just a stupid fun time. I mean, who would want to play something that's fun, I guess. But Random Rumble. How does it hold up to the rest of these games? I actually say it holds up the best. Even though it's pretty much the same from when I last consistently played it, it still holds up amazing. I mean, nothing's really wrong with it, and anything that is wrong with it, it's probably stuff that's wrong with Item Asylum too, like the RNG. Random Rumble is a great game. I recommend it to all fighting game players. Simple, easy, awesome, and without a doubt, one of the best games on this list. I can't say the best game, but I can say one of the best games. End of discussion. I do not care. Simple as that. And with that, this long video comes to a close. This is my longest edited video of all time, and I want to thank all my 231 subscribers for that. This was supposed to be my 50 subscriber special. Then it evolved into my 100 special, and now it is my 231 subscriber special. I'd like to thank everybody who subscribed. No matter what you subscribe for, I'd like to thank everybody. It really means the world to me about how one YouTube short launched my channel up from 6 subscribers all the way to 231. I can't believe I got this far, and I want to thank everybody that was involved. Goodbye, good day, I love y'all.